Good morning, everybody. I am filming Monday. I'm going to upload this for Monday if I remember to hit the correct prompts to get it for tomorrow. This is Sunday afternoon. I hope everybody's having a good weekend and a great Father's Day. I thought I would just film a little bit to work on this journal and get it finished off. It's one of those file folders that you just tie off, so that the pages are removable. So let's work on it. Let's see. I have this paper, and this is a scrap pad, Hobby Lobby stuff. That's too little, but how about if we put a pocket on it? That would take care of that. I took a very, very long nap today. I don't know what's up with me, but just completely exhausted. Let me think. Well, yesterday I worked on Saturday in the morning for 3 hours. And I don't work hard, so let's not act like it was my 6th day of a 6-day work week. It was just, I don't know. I'm getting old. I need a break. The heat is crazy, even though I have central air, and I don't go outside and do a lot of gardening. My neighbor mows my yard. I'm very spoiled. I don't go out in the boat with everybody and get into the heat. I don't like heat. I don't like to be outside in it. So, whoa, hello, little needle. Let's get this on. So, I don't know, I just felt lazy. I guess I just wanted to take a nap. And who says I can't? I can take a nap if I want, right? So, tomorrow I have one house in the morning. It's my Monday house. She's a school teacher, so normally I like to be there by 8 o'clock and get it knocked off. And then I have the rest of the day to myself. One house on Monday, that's it. But since she's home, I'm going at 8:30, which puts me till it takes 2 hours. And then I'm going to swing by and pick up one of my granddaughters and bring her home with me because she's about 5 miles from there. Let's put a pink pocket because I don't know what else to do. But we could cover this in some vintage paper from one of those magazines that gal gave me. I'm just gonna do some tearing. I am so not wanting to measure today. This is my form of measurement. Plus I like the rough edge. I still haven't found my ruler that went missing. Metal ruler. I'm stuck with this 18-inch metal one. It's way too long. I have a couple of others. But I don't think to grab them. When I gave my library talk, I literally said, since we're talking about junk journaling, I'm going to show you how to do things the junk journal way and how you don't even have to own scissors. I mean, they're nice, but it's not necessary. See, we're going to use scissors because it bugs me. I want these to line up. I saw just a bit ago that before I came in, I had YouTube on. Reed Timmers, who I follow. He's got a PhD in whatever you call weather. He tracks tornadoes and all those things. And he gets himself positioned in the middle of tornadoes. He's on his way to Montana. I had to wait and see where he was headed because I wasn't seeing it in the feed, and I was going to say, where's he going? Montana. I'm going to reach back behind me and grab one of those books. Let's see what we come up with out of here. I better put my pin in. I don't need a dried up pinhole. Let's see what we can find. This one is 1923. So let's see. Oh, look at that. That's kind of cool. Maybe that. Look at the needlework. I like that it's got the 3, but I'm going to lose part of them, so that won't work. So we don't want tomato soup. Oh, let's get this. Let's grab this. Did I get enough of it? Nope. Well, actually, yeah, because this is going to go away. So let's tear off this much. Gosh, this must be the Needlework magazine. One of them was Needlework, and then there was something Priscilla. How are we going to fit this on? Well, first we're going to have to get rid of this. I'm not going to put it in my cutter because it won't cut, it'll tear it. It's so fragile. 1923. Wow. So 1923 makes it 98 years old. Is that right? That looks good. I like that. I think I'll leave. No, I think I'll cut those words off. It's crazy. What a wonderful present. I've got to make her something. What I should do is make her one of these little folios, the gal that gave me all that stuff. And I don't know. She told me something about coming out sometime to her house. I know her husband has passed away. She probably would just enjoy some company. I think she's got a ton of friends, though. She's always at the library. So maybe I'll just make her one of these little folios with a bunch of her things. She'll recognize them. That'd be nice. So you know what I need to do? I think what I'll do... Oh, no, that makes it upside down. Dang it. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a thing on here to firm it up. Let's just cut a strip. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, that's going to be glued down. Oh, my God, I'm having a blonde moment. Okay, that goes on there. I'm gluing. I'm not leaving it as a pocket. It's not a pocket. We're gluing. You knew that was coming, Mitzi. I love Mitzi. She's such a hoot. Okay. Well, I love all my crafty friends. What a wonderful community. Whoops, come off of me. So Reed Timmer, he's heading to Montana. He's in Crow Country, a reservation. And he, thanked them for letting him pass through, which you can. It's, I suppose you don't have to be welcomed through. But anyway, he was thanking them, and that was kind of cool. Pointing out where he was. And people were commenting on the beautiful countryside. And then somebody else said, if you're near such and such, take this one road. I should have looked because I tried to make a mental note of it, but it's already gone out of my mental memory. It was some kind of a very scenic route that would be fun to take. But even though I'm in the Midwest, Montana is a long ways. My son they're going somewhere in, I think, August. He's been to the last 2 summers. I think last year he went to Branson, but the 2 summers before that, he was in Montana and Wyoming. He loves it out there. Okay, that is a pocket. I should have put a little, I think people will know. Let's just put something in there. Actually, let's just back this. Should we back it with something fun? How about Victrola? Let's back it with this. Or should we do it plain? Should we make it look like a real envelope? Okay, this is where we get stupid, and I think we have to do things. I don't know if this is going to work. It's just on my mind. Now, I hope the stuff doesn't show through. Well, we'll know because I'm not deleting this video. I deleted one the other day. I said on one of my videos that I deleted it. I did mark making, and I absolutely hated how it turned out. It was hideous. It was just hideous. I used to do a lot of art journaling, and I thought, well, where's my art journal? I'll go get that, and I'll do a page in it. And it was, well, I used to follow Marami. Oh, she's Polish and she lives in Ireland. That's who. And she's got beautiful books and everything. But anyway, this is before she had all her books. This is when the baby was a baby, and now she's grown, and the other girl wasn't that old. And okay, so there's the front. This is the back. I'm going to go along this. Wow, that worked. Awesome. Anyway, I used to do a lot of stuff like she did. With paint and modeling paste and all that. All right, I'm going to have to cover this. Dang it. One thing leads to another. One thing leads to another. Okay. That glue's going to dry. That means we'll have to re-glue. Whoops, got off track there. I want this to be, oh great, no that's okay. I'm winging it. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm in my craft room, obviously, and it's hot in here. I didn't turn the air on. It has its own, it's added on to my home, so it isn't attached to the central air. Or it wasn't when I bought it. It's what I bought, the way I bought it. And it probably cost too much to do all the wiring that way and everything. I don't know. And you gotta run ductwork and blah, blah, blah. So I have a window air conditioner here, and it gets freaking cold in here, let me tell you. And I haven't been out here today because I've been too busy sleeping in my recliner. Let me tell you what happened last night. I didn't hear it. Apparently, we had a terrible storm. There, now I have a pocket. And I went out and looked out the window this morning, and I looked out my side bedroom window to see if I could see, how much rain there was, or just get a hint of puddles. My neighbor's hot tub cover was gone. So I went and texted her, and I said, your hot tub cover is blown off. It's brand new. She just got it this week on Amazon because she didn't like her other one. And so I don't like the looks of this. So anyway, I'm not going to do anything fancy with this envelope. Little did I know that one of my I have little ice cream tables with 2 chairs. I have 2 sets of them out in my backyard in a big patio-y area. And my son had built a bar that we don't use. Just a very primitive bar. There's 2 bar stools behind it. He moved away. I don't go out there and sit. I don't entertain. So anyway, one of those tables blew over and the glass is shattered in my mulch. I have mulch all the way around a tree. And the bar sits under the tree, and there's lights, and then there, that worked. We just made an envelope, and I'm not going to line it because I don't really care. How about that? So anyway, I got glass all over, and I stabbed myself. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to have any fingers left by the end of the summer. Stabbed myself with the glass, so I'm like, okay, I'm done. I got most of it. So I went back out later and picked through it again. My son says, when I come this weekend, we'll rake it up, rake the area and get rid of the mulch that's there and make sure we get it all, because Nobody wants to be out there with their bare feet. What should we put on here? Should we put something like this on there? But the only thing is, then we miss all this wonderful stuff. I don't like that. I don't like giving up certain parts of things. So what I do have is I got on a making book page kit. I don't really like this, but it's okay. We could glue it on. Companions. Oh, you know what? That's kind of neat because the book's called Our Story. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're going to glue this on. It's just I did book page edges once. Yeah, this isn't a pocket. I'm not going to say it either, Mitzi. So I'm not saying a pocket. Okay, let's get rid of this. It's too tall. I'm just guessing. I guessed wrong. It's crooked. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to give it a pocket. All right. I just want to get this done and put together, and I have all the pages kind of gathered. I need to destash so bad. I need to just sit and make complete junk journals with some of these magazines I've got. I've thought about going on Etsy and selling some of them. Not the gifts that I got from the lady. That would be just totally rude. I would never do that. But just stuff that I've collected, which is tons. I want to go all the way up. Got the cutest picture from my grandson's girlfriend. Just when you think they're not getting along, you get this cute picture. I give up. I don't want the drama. I'm like, see, this is why I don't date. They're not happy. Well, she took 2 girlfriends and hurt him, and then her mom drove them. She's the chaperone. And we went to this 4-day music festival thing in Illinois. And I'm freaking out. You shouldn't be traveling. It's not a good climate to be not away from home, because I'm a grandma and I can worry. But anyway, she sent me the cutest picture. I need a pocket there. Let's do a pocket of something. I think this is some of Amy's paper. No, I need something else. What do I need? How about, where's that green stuff? What about if I make a fold-uppy thing? Is that what you call them, a fold-uppy thing? What could I do with it? I like the companions to show. Let's see. This is going to have to be cut. How do I do this? Let me see if I can put it under this thing. So yeah, we got $1 million rain last night. The farmers have to be happy. They have to be happy. There's that. And then I need the companion to show. So we'll want this on right here. And then if this is going to flip, I'll need something cute on here. Is that what I'm doing? Am I doing a flip? Yeah. Let's see. What about, oh, I don't have any washi tape right here. Well, let's glue it and deal with it. we'll just glue that down. That'll give us something interesting. And then we need something here. How about something from this? Oh, this is cute. This is all the contents. That's kind of cute. They cry for peace. Let's put that on there. I don't know what it's about. And it says October 1923, so we'll get that included. And I might have to trim after I get it up there. I know it's not any longer than this. I'm mumbling, I know. They cry for peace. I love that that date's on there. I'm losing part of it. I'm going to have to take that date off. Oh, dang it. I'm not going to lose it though. That's perfect. So I had to go on Snapchat and see if there's any pictures from my grandson and his girlfriend. He's not sending them, she is. And then I had to change my emoji person. I had to change my clothes. I still had a stocking hat on from the winter. I'm not that into Snapchat, but his girlfriend, is 17 and she has decided that she loves me and she snaps me every day, every morning. And I like to stay in the Snoopy loop. So she knows that he loves his grandma. Now I can take this date and put it on there. That's what I'm going to do. That way I saved the old paper, the original date. Oh, it's cut crooked. That's dumb. Fix it. So I texted my son in Sioux Falls and said, I've been binging on movies lately, which is really weird for me because I'm a 100% YouTube person and not even crafters. I watch podcasts and documentaries and all kinds of stuff about foreign countries and all that. I love that kind of stuff. Well, anyway, I got started on movies. I'm going to have to lose part of this. That's okay. That's okay. We're going to lose it. Let's see. We'll lose the end of it. So I told him, and I'll tell you guys, you got to watch The Accountant and The Accountant 2 on Amazon Prime if you have it. I don't usually watch Amazon Prime. I don't have Netflix or Hulu. I have YouTube TV, but I don't even watch that. I just watch YouTube. Anyway, they're very good movies. And so is The Beekeeper. And the other one I watched was Saints and Sinners. That was good. And what's his name is in it? That's the Wahlberg brothers. I think it. No, it was might have been Ben Affleck. I don't know, but it's a good movie. But it's Liam Neeson too, and I'm not a Liam Neeson fan, but I mean, there's just something about him that I don't like. Okay, so what have I done? I've added this in the pocket, and I've done this flippy down thing that has no purpose. It's just cute. So I suppose I need some kind of a thing. Maybe I need to put a notebook in there. I got glue on my fingers. This is why I'm doing this. Okay. Let's make a little notebook. Smaller than this. And then I'll put circles on it. Go a little bit skinnier. So, anybody done anything fun this weekend? Mitzi's camping, I think. Having fun, Mitzi? Mitzi's camping. She's like gone AWOL, I believe. Did she say she was going to be gone 6 days in one of her videos? I think Carol Laws is going on a little vacay. I need to go on a vacay. I'm turning 70 in July, and my friend, my cohort, my thrifting buddy, she calls me Mom. She says, I'm driving, and we're going to go wherever you want to go. What do you want to do for your birthday? So, oh, what the heck? So, my son pipes up. He's here when this is going on. He says, she always wanted to go to the Dells, Wisconsin Dells. I love water parks. And I said, yeah, like 5 years ago, and nobody would go with me. She goes, all right, that's what we're doing. We're going to the Dells. And so my son and his friend says, all right. My son says, I'll take a PTO day, and we'll go with you. We'll leave on Friday morning, and we'll have 2 days there. That's a lot of water park. I don't know if my body will function after that. And we'll split the price of everything. And she's going to put on the back of her car, she's going to put on there 70 and still sexy, buy me a drink. I said, no, you're not. And she said, yes, I am. And we're going to put your Venmo on there. I'm going to put that on there too. And I said, no, because my Venmo is my name, and I don't want that on there. Well, my son goes, oh, well, you can change your username. All you got to do is go in and change your username. I was like, oh, my God. Well, her daughter had just gone to Colorado on her 21st birthday. She rented a condo with her sister, my besties, 2 girls, and their friend. They rented a condo, split it, went to Colorado. These girls are like 2 19-year-olds and a 21-year-old. And she had on the back of her SUV, 21, buy me a drink. And she got, I think she said she got $60. But I said, what's her name? You shouldn't like that. Don't be happy about that. She goes, her username is not her name. So that was smart. But I don't do anything on Venmo, really. It's just people sometimes say, can I pay you through Venmo? Or do you have Venmo? I want to do this or that. Or they've bought things from me, journals. Anyway, so I guess that's what's happening. I don't know, guys. Is that going to show? It's too long. I have to cut it off. I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. So should I have this? No, I don't want to lose that. I want this up here. So this can go here. I'm going to glue it. It's okay if it's glued in. I want it to just be behind this is all. Okay. We can trim this a little. Okay, now we've got a little notepad behind it. There's only 3 pages. We could add another one. Lord have mercy. I think I want something behind that. Something pretty. So I took a piece of Amy's. I'll think of the name of this kit in a minute. There's 2 of them. Or maybe I won't think of it without looking. But I'm sure her or Mitzi will write it in the comments. It's something and something too. And it's one of my favorites. I love her Grungy Wallpaper one the most. And Grungy Pink, which is, I use it a lot. And then the Regal, maybe. Regal something. Maybe I'm mixing that up with Joey. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. All right, I think I'm going to put something across that. I should put actually a piece of lace. Would be cute. Let's do this instead. Regal. I think it's Regal. I'm just going to say that. I may have just renamed your kit, Mitzi. Okay, there's that. Then I'm going to put a pin in it. I'm going to, oh, you know what? I have buttons made. Here. I have these. These will work. They're not for this. They were for something else. But that's okay. Okay, I'm going to pause because I have to go get string. And we'll do this. And then I'll have the inside done. All right, BRB. Okay. I've got, this one is not going to be able to go through this brad because of the wording that I have there. But this one, I'm ready to punch a hole. I marked it. I used my ruler and went along here so that I could do this, like this. I hope I'm in screen. I'm going to be mad if I'm not. Because there's nothing on the other side of this up here. So, where's my rusty brad? Here it is. So hopefully, well, it'll work because there's nothing on the other side yet. See, I didn't think of this before I put that word down, that thing. Oh my gosh, that's not big enough. Bigger hole. When they're rusty, they're really hard to get through. Little legs. There we go. Very rusty. Oh, it's not a very good center, but I don't really care. Okay. So on the other side, see on this side, I would have had to put a hole through that, but on this side, it's not done yet. So it's all good there. Now if we can just get it through. Pick it up so I can see what I'm doing. Make that puppy a big hole. There we go. Okay, spread it. I think I'll put a piece of tape over it. Keep it smoother is all. And then this one, I'll just have to glue it. I'll use some Fabri-Tac. I think it'll be fine. Okay, and we've got our string. And this is going to be all I'm going to do because it is so hot in this room. I can't even believe it. I should have turned the air on. That's too much overthinking because then I'll think, oh, maybe I don't want to work. Maybe I'll just watch another movie. Sometimes the struggle is real to get to the craft desk. I'm going to come back around again. I'm going to tie this really good. I need to eat supper. I was going to ask my neighbor to go out for supper tonight, share a pizza or something. There's a new restaurant. Oops, I almost cut that. I did that one day on video. Okay, I'm going to let this dry a little more because I don't want the string to get caught up in the glue. But you get the drift. This will come around and come around. All right, guys, that's all I'm going to do on this video. I'm going to go dig around in my refrigerator. I think I'm going to boil some eggs and make egg salad. How does that sound? Doesn't that sound good? And you know what else I had the other day? I went to my neighbor's. She said, come over for BLTs. That was my first BLT of the summer. I love BLTs, bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich with toast. She made them with Texas toast, and she didn't toast it. She just made them in bread. But I love them toasted, and I love with corn on the cob and sliced tomatoes with salt and pepper and the whole summer food. Oh my gosh, we're getting there. It's summertime. I suppose there's sweet corn coming up from the south. I haven't seen any yet. There. I want to do this, but I'm going to wait. All right, and there's, okay, so we've put a pocket. We've made an envelope with an old envelope. Covered that. Put these on. Made a little notepad. Put this on from the old 1923 and covered the front of this. Did I go through all the... Oh, look what I did! It's called Real Life, Real Life, Real Life. I went through both. How funny is that? How funny, she says. Real funny. We're just going to use the same tape. Oh my goodness. Now I got a hole in that one. That's okay because there's our cute little flip out. And I'll do more. Like I might round these edges. I will round these edges right now. Let's do the big one. And I think I'll just work my way through this way. So it will be here next time. And I might even film later tonight because the night is young. All right, guys, thank you for all your likes, follows, comments. I appreciate you all. Some of you are so faithful. Dolly, you leave the sweetest comments. I just love your comments. You leave them on everyone. They're just wonderful. You have no idea what it means to the small channels and the big channels like Amy. But it's just fun to see people check up on us and see, is it worth it or not to even sit here and do this? It's good for the soul, and it's fun to be creative no matter what you do. All right. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.